throughout the whole day. And it's the same content that you're gathering, but you're now making available in various platforms. This is very doable, very possible. It's not just the huge companies like Fairfax Media that does this. Here's another example. Wall Street Journal. They started out with print, of course, and then they moved to online in 1996. They just transferred whatever they had in print to online. It was exactly the same copy. But as time went on, they started to segment their market. They become very community-oriented. So they started looking at Wall Street Journal for Hong Kong, Wall Street Journal for Japan, for China, for Korea, and they went even deeper. And then towards 2011, they started to use the alternative channels such as tablets and cell phones, smartphones, to reach their markets. So they've looked at the mobile platform. They're now looking very heavily into use of the mobile platform to get to their readers. So that's another example of using multiple channels and diversifying, focusing on who your communities are, and delivering a package to your messages to them. Let me now shift gears and push you to a book that I enjoy very much. It's called Macroeconomics. There's a chapter in this book called The Rise of Participatory News, and that's very much linked to our theme, which is public engagement. The new web, internet, it used to be people would post things there and you would read them. That's no longer the web today. The web today is very interactive. People are sharing, people are socializing, people are collaborating, and most of all, they're creating loose communities. You see this in Facebook, you see this in Twitter. So the web is now a place for collaboration, interactivity, engagement with your public. And I think this is a space that you should consider to really use as an addition to what you're currently doing. The article goes on to say, nowhere is more apparent than in the media and entertainment businesses, where consumers are deeply involved in aggregating, rating, and commenting on the news, and increasingly in creating the news themselves. People have gone out on blogs, so they have their own commentaries on their own blogs. So here's the call to action for many of us. Rather than treating our publications like static documents, whose 8 pages mark a point in time, publishers must now turn their traditional newspapers into an endlessly evolving digital collection of facts, data, articles, images, and videos. And I highlight images and videos. Make it richer. Add more richness to your content. Because the alternative, your additional channels allow you to increase the richness of your content. And you can repurpose this on demand into intriguing combinations, as we saw earlier in the follow the sun concept. Here's the other side of the coin. Media organizations that cannot react or refuse to react to this sea change will in all likelihood be bypassed by a new generation of media savvy consumers who are looking at to consume news and content in various forms other than just print. Here's another very interesting discussion. Some of you are familiar with the Lehman Lab at Harvard University. And there was a recent feature of Dave Weiner. Dave Weiner is one of my heroes. He is very well known in the online world as one of the foremost proponents of blogging. Many years ago, he was even one of the proponents of blogging. And this is what he says in his recent article, which was published here. News isn't just a product, it's a community, and news organizations should take advantage of what's happening around. He goes on to say, here's how to set up your river. He calls it a river. News organizations are shrinking, but readers' demand for news is exploding. I won't go into the details of what he's saying. If you have time, please go look up his article at the Lehman Labs website. So this is something. Organizations are shrinking. There's more demand, there's more pressure on you to deliver more with less. But readers' demand for news is increasing. Sorry. The tools of news are available to more people all the time. I mentioned earlier the alternative ways of receiving news today. News organizations have to redefine themselves. Right now, newspapers are saying we're print. Maybe you're just not print. Maybe you could be more than just print. you're a news organization, you can be more than just print. There's so much convergence happening right now that you can extend way beyond just being in print. Users have a special kind of insight that most news organizations don't have. If you're just thinking of transferring your content to your viewers, you're not yet engaging with them. Maybe you're not receiving the kind of insight. Of course, there's letters, editors, and all this sort of thing. But we can go way beyond that with the alternative channels that we're proposing to you. Therefore, the challenge for news organizations has been for the last couple of decades to learn how to incorporate their experience, the experience of these new users and their new publishing tools into their product and news. How do you incorporate what has been adopted by your constituency into delivery of the news? And here's what's happening. No? There's a explosion in the availability of mobile devices, and these smartphones and tablets. People have really come to adopt them, and the price point is becoming down. Smart and Gold have been pushing the price points down, so they're very affordable. Cost of data plans, internet data plans, has come down tremendously as well. So there's many opportunities now for you to take your content that you're gathering and push it to these new platforms. Social media is another phenomenon that has really taken root. Facebook, probably 80, 90, even 100% of you have Facebook, are members of Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google+. These are social media platforms that really have taken root in the Philippines. And these two will extend your reach, they will extend the accessibility of your content to your public, and you will improve the convenience of your public to access your information. One additional feature of this use of channels on internet and using social media and mobile is that websites are not the same websites as before. Maybe you may have a website already, but right now you need to optimize the website so that it's user friendly. Look at this example. The Boston Globe has what they call adaptive content. Adaptive content meaning it responds to where they're viewing the content. If you're viewing the content on a iPhone or a cell phone, the content is a bit different. It's not broadsheet style. If you take a broadsheet style presentation and push it to here, mahirap basahin. It's too tiny. You know, so you need to use technology. Technology is available that allows you to have your content available, and as it's pushed to the platform, it recognizes where your customer is viewing your news, and it will give them the appropriate user interface. The user experience is still very good to read the news. A tablet, similar. No? Instead of three or four columns, now it's just 2 or 3 columns because it's a smaller format. So this is very important. This is the new generation of websites, especially for content producers such as yourselves. Another thing is the use of social media. We need to embed interactivity with your users. As they're reading the news, as they're reading your content, you need to be able to go and say, let me share this. This article is so interesting. So while they're reading, this is an example of what work to be done with Expat magazine, the local Expat magazine. We have a magic canvas which allows high interactivity on Facebook, Twitter, email, comments, and this has grown. This is much richer than the potential right now. So on a platform such as what we're doing, we're delivering this event live via video streaming. That platform embeds all this interactivity. So as if you use a platform such as that, what we're using for the video streaming, then then this is all built in. This can